Hey everyone, Jeri Bellini here. Welcome to the Hey everyone, Jeri Bellini here. Welcome to the Little House. We're in Pennsylvania still, and I'm going back to the beach sometime this weekend, I believe. But I've been really enjoying myself. Sweater crazy, okay? So I did want to come on in the beginning of this video and tell you that I went to the thrift store last Wednesday and I bought one of these things that you hook on like a vest, and you put your phone in there and then you wear it right here. And I did wear it around the house a little bit when I got it. And okay, the long and short of it is when you walk, you just, you're moving. And so the camera was moving. And so I wasn't real happy with the video I created for you last Wednesday using this. And then when I wanted to hold a sweater out, it was still too close to the camera. So I learned a lot. I can use this. I can't use it when I'm walking because the motion. But what I could do is just kind of hook it on, hook a sweater on a rack and stand way back. I could do that. But why bother doing that when you have Brian? So he came along with me yesterday. I asked him if he would bring me back. And I'm shocked that I found anything. But I probably found another, I don't know, 15 sweaters, I guess. I'm shocked. So they put new stuff. Did I say I was shocked? They put new stuff out every day. I didn't realize just how much. I never go every week. And it was so much fun. So we had a really good time. That's what this video is mostly about. Him and I being at the thrift store. And I was talking to you about stuff like that. And you'll see as you watch it. I did throw in a few clips from last week that weren't shaky, just to show you some of the sweaters I got last week too. And then when I came home yesterday, I felted everything. I spent the evening washing and drying all the sweaters. I'm going to talk about this hot pink cashmere sweater in this video. And what I want to tell you about cashmere is that some of the cashmere that I have purchased over the years has not felted. And I never really threw my whole self into what I was doing like I did this past week and a half. And so I have definitely come to the conclusion that the reason some of the cashmere sweaters don't felt like I want them to is because and even this happened to a couple of the merino sweaters too. The thickness of the yarn that is used when they create those particular, and when I say those particular sweaters, I don't mean all the cashmeres and all the merinos, because I love merino and I love lamb's wool. But some cashmere yarn is very, very fine. And if you have a sweater that has very fine cashmere yarn, it's just not going to felt right. There's not enough fiber in each strand. And so I haven't had any luck with it felting right. So, okay, how can you combat that when you're at the thrift store or wherever you are picking up your sweaters? You can hold them up to the light and you can see the threads. And if they're super, super thin, pass it. Okay, because it's not going to felt. If you're looking for a thick, tight fluff, I have some squares sitting here. If you're looking for this thick, so it actually looks like the regular felt that you buy in Joann's or something, you want a sweater that's starting out a little bit thick. So what am I saying? When you're touching the cashmere and the merino, if it feels flimsy, forget about it. Just leave it. Just pass it by. If your purpose is to felt, that's what we're talking about. Okay. So I beat that to death. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Brian and I had so much fun. And yeah, I'm making kits. I don't know when they'll be ready, but I'm not making any promises anymore. And I'm going to come back and we're going to have a chat about everything I've learned over the past month. So for now, let's get started with this video. I hope you enjoy it. I have missed you. I miss you terribly when I don't see you and feel you in the comments. So please keep leaving me comments, and I'll be back soon. Okay? Let's watch the video. So I came in the kitchen. I'm going to do my editing in here. And I wanted to tell you that I've been making some things with the sweaters, and I'm going to save them and show them to you in the next video. So look forward to that. Here I am again. Before we start the video, I forgot. I was just finishing the editing and realized that there are points during the video at the thrift store that you probably can't hear me real well. So please just turn your volume up. If I adjust the volume on my end, the whole video will be really loud. So I apologize. I should have worn a microphone. I am not accustomed to making videos in stores or out of my house, and so I learned something. So sorry about that. Let's get on to the video for sure this time. Okay, I'm standing at one end in the furniture section. Okay, there's books and stuff over here, and then all the way up there on the left is like dishes and kitchen stuff and knickknacks, and beyond that is all the clothes, and that's where we're gonna go and do our taping. All right, so I'm just gonna walk around a little bit first. That's where I came in, right there. That's the checkout thing up there. Oh, they have lamps and kitchen tables and stuff too. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this is thrifting take 2, because I was here last week and I wore this thing over here. And everything I was showing you was distorted. It was out of focus. Yes. So I made Brian bring me back this week, and we're going to try it again, and he is going to film most of it. I just wanted to give you a heads up on that, and I am going to go over the sweaters. I'm going to go over blazers, wool skirts, and linen, and also lightweight jeans, meaning the shirts that are lightweight denim, you can use those for sashiko. So let's get started. I'm going to pick out a few sweaters and then I'll talk about it. I'm going to start in the men's department because they have the best sweaters here. So there's a couple racks. I'm going to look through all these items, and when I find some wool sweaters, I will take them off and show them to you. Just getting started, and I already found a bunch of things. I'm trying to figure out where to look. And my favorite is 100% merino. And this is merino wool, and it does tend to feel like acrylic. So you have to really stop and look at everything. And this one's merino too, and we're in the men's section. And so the sweaters here are much bigger, which is a score. So these are all plain colors, but check this one out. I mean, seriously. Brian is, by the way, filming this. There he is. Okay. This beautiful color. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, but it is like a turquoise teal color. And look at these wonderful. Okay, so this is a score, and it is only $3.99. Yeah. So what I do is I take them off the hangers and shove them in my cart. Right. So I did pretty good, and I didn't even get over to the ladies section, but you see they're all solids. So my two favorites are merino and lamb's wool, but I will take anything. I'm not overly fond of cashmere. Why, you ask? Because when I try to felt it, it doesn't always felt, and I can't tell you why that is. I will not be purchasing anything that is strictly cashmere in this trip, unless, there's always a caveat, unless it feels thick already, then I would get it. Oh, this one's trickery. It says merino wool and acrylic. So we are not going to get this one. I'm glad I caught that. I do check everything before I check out, though. All right. We're going to keep going down this aisle, and then we're going to go over to the ladies section. You can turn it off. Okay, Brian, you can't be trusted. I sent him to go look, and look what he passed by. This beautiful brown.
It's in the wrong
this
section.
Beautiful brown. Who cares?
I'm just saying.
He's
This is in the button
he's
down
just
section.
he's just saying. He's just saying. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful brown.
I'm all about myself.
He's all about himself.
Come on now, stay focused. Stay focused.
I know. Stay focused. What do you think? Is this?
I'm
is
wandering off.
This, what is this? Come on, touch it. What do you think?
Feels itchy.
It does feel itchy. So what does that tell you? Maybe.
It's possible.
Maybe.
Maybe it's 40-60.
Okay, let's check because he says he's an expert. All right. 100%. 100% lamb's wool.
And then you got to dry clean.
Yes.
That's why I say throw that crap out.
I
As much as I like
throw it in my yard, okay? Because I wash it and shrink it, and then I cut it up and make stuff with it.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, my whole cart is full of this stuff.
Oh.
Do you work here?
No.
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 I can't really tell through the
I
thing.
shop.
You're shopping.
This is on our, it's on a 25% off.
Yes,
today.
I know.
It's
Tell
like-
me about it.
It's like fun to look. It's a treasure hunt.
I know.
That's like texting the kids. It's like, any interest in this? No. Yes?
No.
Hey, you can save some coin.
I know. That's correct. That's why I'm here on a Wednesday. Here's another one. Okay. I don't know that this is wool or not, though. Touch it.
Feels like fleece.
It feels like acrylic because it's got too much stretch in it. He's going to look. What does it say? Does
52% polyester.
Yep, see?
3%.
Let's get a lesson here. It's because you see how stretchy it is? Wool isn't really that stretchy.
9% wool.
Yep. But too bad because look at that pattern. There's Brian peeking through the thing. I think you're on the camera. No, there you are. Okay, now I'm going to look in the ladies' long sleeve shirts. Oh, here comes Brian. This is a lightweight denim shirt. Just make sure that it's 100% cotton and doesn't have any spandex in it. And then, here Brian, you can hold this. Also, make sure that you have a straight pin with you. I always carry a straight pin. And make sure that it needles well, which of course 100% cotton lightweight denim is probably going to, but you just want to double check that. All right, and anything that you find that you think might be fun to stitch with, make sure you check it. So here is, it's filthy because it's been in my purse. Don't get too close because it will get unfocused. But I just have a piece of cloth there, and you see I have a clip and the pins. So the pins aren't going to go all the way through and stab me in my purse. Keep that in your purse at all times. So I am going to take this shirt because I've been collecting the lightweight down. All right. I would most definitely wear those pants if they fit me. Aren't they cute? Crazy. Look who's helping. Yes, he's trained. I trained him. I trained you. Yeah, he's giving me a stink face. You see that? Are we ready? Okay.
Wait.
Brian's making me laugh. He's acting like
No,
a
go.
director. 3, 2, 1. Anyway, back to the show. I have been finding some beautiful wool, and Brian has been finding some. What did you call that, Brian?
Merino.
No. What did you call it?
Merino.
Merino. He's calling it Merino.
Well, I didn't want to say Marino because that's Dan Marino, the football player.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't think it sounded right to attach a football player to a woman's article of clothing. So.
Well, okay, my nose is getting itchy. Anyway, we have been lucky once again, and I put everything right here. I'm going to pretend that I'm just finding it for the first time. So this lovely, I think it's linen, okay? And let's see, what does it say here in the thing? It is linen and rayon, but I really like it. I might buy it for myself, so I'm gonna put that there. And unfortunately, I didn't find a whole lot in the larger sizes. Look up. Pay attention to the guy in the blue shirt in the next aisle over. But we are in the medium sizes now, and I love merino. So this is merino, and I like the color. I'm going to put that in the cart and check this one out. This one is, which was this merino, Brian?
Yeah, it's Dan Marino.
Damn right. I can't remember what it is, but it is wool, and it is happy yellow. So this one's coming home. And it's one of those, unfortunately, it's one of those short shirts, but look at the arms. There's a lot of wool there, and I can't pass up the yellow. All right, next is just a plain brown, but it's 100% merino, and as I said earlier, this is my favorite to felt. This one Brian found. So this one looks like it already went through the washer once. So we're gonna take that and check this one out. This one, I love the color. Okay, so this one has a little bit of a something going on. It's 59% merino, 17% cashmere, 15 angora, and 9% nylon. Now, the reason I would buy this is because, stop laughing. Brian's laughing.
Shaking.
Stop, you're shaking the camera. The reason I would buy this one is, number one, the color is amazing, and number two is, or maybe vice versa, I had an article at home, a sweater that had that mixture, and it felted really good. So do not be afraid of that. So that one's coming home. Now watch, that makes a liar out of it. This one, I'm a little apprehensive about, but I'm going to take it because of the color. It feels like wool. However, I just want to get a little closer. Stay still. I don't know if you can see that it's got some sparkly in there. So that won't felt, but I'm going to take a chance on it because it's only $4.99. and it feels like wool. Brian is even in agreement with me on that. So I can, you know what I might
Don't implicate me in your poor decisions.
Yes, I will. I think I might cut this off and felt this, because this might keep this from felting properly. And I'll talk more about that another time. And this one, Brian found this as well. Isn't this a beautiful jacket? I am not 100% sure I'm going to take this one or not, because it is a little pricey. It's $9, but it is a mixture, again, of, I can't find the tag now. Oh, lamb's wool, Angora, and it's got silk in it and a little bit more nylon, so I'm not sure. But if you were here, you would see that's got a beautiful weave. You probably can't see that on the camera. It has a really nice weave, so I think it would be a very interesting thing. And I don't know, I'll decide right before I check out. Depends on how many sweaters I have in the cart. Let's see. This was another one, right, Brian? This was Italian yarn. I can't find the tag on it. Okay, so sometimes when you go into these tags, there's all this stuff written there. So yeah, this one says merino, extra fine.
Merino?
Merino, Brian. It says merino, extra fine. Yes, so this is a keeper, and then this one too, right? And oh, I forgot about this one. There's a lot. So this one's a keeper too. We won't bother talking about that, but I do want to talk about this one. Because I came in here today thinking I wasn't going to buy any cashmere, because I had a little bit of bad luck with a cashmere sweater that I bought last time. It just didn't shrink to my likings. But this one already feels thick. So I'm going to say if you find something that's cashmere, just cashmere, and you want to take a chance on it, if it's not real expensive, go ahead, but feel it first. And if it already feels flimsy, then forget it. This one has a little substance, so I think when it gets washed, it's going to be okay. And come on, it's hot pink, right? So we gotta get that. And the last one is this. I'll try it on for you, even though it's probably not my size. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like a nice smock.
Does it? Like
Yeah.
a painter's smock? Okay, so this is definitely getting cut up. It is 100% cotton, and it is the lightweight denim. Yeah, I'll be cutting all that up in the winter when I come home from the campground. Yep. That's only $4.99. So, all right, let's keep going, Brian. Oh, let's keep looking. He's in the next aisle. You know why? He's trying to find it before I do. It's become a competition. All right, we're in the skirt section, and I was lucky enough to find these two wool skirts. So it says 100% wool. More photos of felted sweaters at the very end. And there's a lining in there, but I can get my hand under the lining and feel the wool is very thick. And I have talked to you about this before, being careful to get, or being careful not to get some of the woven wool. Now this one feels thicker, so once it's washed and felted, it's probably going to be fine. But I tend to be a little bit more careful with the plaids, because so when you felt wool, it thickens up, right? So then when you cut it with a scissor, it usually doesn't fray. That's the kind of wool I'm looking for. And this one may or may not fray. I can feel it. This one definitely is not going to, because it is super thick. And look at the color. Come on, right? Both of those colors are fantastic. So what I would do in this situation is look at the size. So how much yardage I'm going to get out of it, and also the price. So this is $6. Now today is senior discount day. That's why I come on Wednesdays. I would have to say if I'm in love with this, I would get it. And I'm not sure. So it may or may not come home with me, but these two are definitely coming home with me. Okay, I don't know what happened to Brian. I lost him. He did find this amazing sweater. Let me show it to you. So this is 100% lamb's wool, which is my other favorite. And don't let the Santa winter theme scare you off, because once you felt that and you cut it up, you're going to get really wonderful little bits of color. So he found this. He was so excited. So yeah, it looks like somebody hand knit it, but it wasn't hand knit. You see all the strings in there, because it does have a label in it. So I am definitely going to take that. Okay, I have you propped up in my cart. That's how much stuff is in there. I'm looking at the jumper section, because once in a while you can find something really interesting over here. Like, this is not, see, it's a jumper. I said this is not. I don't know what it is yet, but it's only $4.99. And it is acrylic. But isn't it cute? So I get my clothes here as well. And I did not find any linen. It's probably because, it's not the right season for this, Jeri. So you find your linen in the spring and summer. And twice a year they mark down everything. So early spring they mark down all the winter things. They actually mark them down to 99 cents, and then they mark them down to 49 cents. So you can see why there's like nothing in here. So I missed that sale because I was at the beach. But I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing now, because there's some really interesting wool things I see. Potential wool. Like, wouldn't this be great if this was wool? I don't think it is. Nope, as soon as I see that word polymide, or however you want to say that, I go, yuck. All right, I'll be back. Craft supplies. I'm not going to look at that stuff today, but all kinds of stuff. Now these look interesting. What is that? These old tin boxes. I don't know what they were. Cool. There's more over here, and I am going to take a look to see if they have any thread that I would be interested in stitching with. All right, I see something I'm gonna bend down and look at, and there's fabric, and oh, there's the baskets. They moved them. I love to look through their baskets. I collect square ones. All right, I'll be back. I'm very particular about my baskets. They have to be square, and I don't like handles on them. So I did find these two. I just dropped one. Knit crocheting thread, and I'm going to be dyeing some thread when I get back to the campground, so I'm going to get this. I do look at the men's wool jackets, but I'm not going to buy any today because I've got too many sweaters in my cart. But if you find a nice men's wool coat, you can cut it apart and use that in your wool projects. I already started taking stuff off the top of the cart. And what I do is fold it like that and put the tags out so the people can see it. And yep, see the tag right there? So I'll just pile it up and then I'll just go through everything and make sure I want to keep it. So come on, Brian saw this. This is new with tags, and we're having a little baby the end of October, and there's a thing with ladybugs. Yeah, so I couldn't resist it. Gonna bring that home for Lila. You guys know Lila, I made that circle quilt for her. So let me show you something else, because once this stuff gets home, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. Brian found this beautiful pink and peach with the patterns. I think that's Argyle's, I'm not sure. It was in the vintage section, so it was a little pricey, but the color, I think I'm gonna bring it home. So all right, I'm gonna fold this stuff up, then we're gonna go check out. Okay, there's the cart. Everything's folded and ready to check out, and look at all that goodness. What do you think, Bri? Did you have a good day? Good. Let's go check out.
Sometime, right?
Sometime. What a lovely trip. It's raining out. It's raining, it's pouring. And we got, I don't know, 5 bags, Bri, or 4? 4 bags. Yep, I'll have to go home and wash all that. I'm never going to be able to go back to the beach. All right, we'll see you later.